Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to another Ramble. Today we've got some interesting discussions on the agenda. We're going to talk about Football Manager as an esport. Is it possible? And a massive esport event for Football Manager coming up. We're also going to talk about big changes in my YouTube schedule. So what videos are coming out, what days. I finally actually done a schedule and things are changing up. So you might want to check out that as well. And also, I've got to say a little bit about a crazy night on Twitch, let's just call it, with donations. It's absolutely nuts. So, let's talk about esports. Firstly, I want to give a shout out to these guys that are running this football management event. I think it's at Insomnia this year's, which is a big sort of gaming event. And the prize for this football manager event is £25,000 and experience managing in a real football match. So I think you're assistant manager or something of the Norwich Legends versus the Inter Legends, like proper good players. Darren Huckabee, I don't know if he's there, but good players and stuff. Like an amazing experience, an absolute amazing experience. So big shout out. I'll put a link to their website. It's on the 31st of March. You have to bring your own PC like Insomnia is. It's fmwec.com, but I'll put the link in the description for you to check it out. And I think it's a brilliant event. And that's what got me thinking. It's been often talked about as Football Manager as an esport. And I wanted to get my thoughts on it. And my overall thought on Football Manager as an esport is... nah. I think there's too many barriers holding it back. I think what these guys are doing with this event is a good way of doing it because they don't plan to... I think it would really not work as a regular esport, you know, like weekly matches, weekly drafts, etc., etc. I don't think... It's not going to have the viewership, and without the viewers, the sponsors aren't going to want to pay for anything. And so as a regular event, I don't think it would work. Because imagine... Just put yourself in somebody that's not watched football or doesn't play Football Manager, right? Let's say, but you watch FIFA esports. That's a natural progression. You go, oh, cool, Football Manager esports. Well, I'll check out that. No offence to the Sports Interactive guys here, but if you've watched FIFA and then you watch Football Manager, you're going to think you've been transported back to the 1990s. It's not the prettiest game to look at. So from a viewer base, I just don't think it would really catch on. And also, I just think there's too much luck involved in Football Manager. We've all had games, many experiences of times where you've got a much stronger side, you've had 20 shots, they've had one and it went in off a deflection off somebody's left nipple and they win 1-0. Like, we've all been FM'd hundreds, if not thousands of times, and that's how it should be. It should be like that because that happens in real life as well, but it doesn't make for a good esport. Esport should be pretty much as close as you can get it, just a skill-based game. That's why, you know, there's no luck in Counter-Strike. There's no luck in Overwatch. There's no luck, you know, you could argue there's a bit of luck in FIFA because some of the AI can, like, control characters and stuff, but really, I just don't think, and when I heard about this event, I was like, oh, really? But then, as a one-yearly thing, a big event, I think the way they need to almost pitch this, if they're going to continue to do this yearly, is have the event every year, but almost don't make that the focus. Make the focus a get-together for Football Manager fans with a little tournament on the side. Because that would be really cool, to have a yearly event where all us Football Manager nerds can get together and have a chat and talk about tactics. I think would be brilliant, like really superb. I wish I could go this year. You know, it's a bit sort of it's coming a bit too quick for me to plan to go this year. But if it continues, I'll definitely be looking to go next year and seeing who we can meet up. And if you're in the area and you want to give this a go, it's 25 grand, boys. You know, and I suppose that's the good thing, is if you're not that good at Football Manager, because there is a big chunk of luck in it, you still got a really good chance of winning. So, and obviously, if you are a Loki Ultra, then make sure you're wearing your Loki Ultra merch, please. I want to see that on the internet at some point. Somebody wear a Loki Ultra merch to Insomnia. I just want to see it, all right? But overall, as a regular esport, I just really don't think it'll work. I don't think it'll catch on. The viewers are not going to watch it. Therefore, the sponsors aren't going to pay for it. Nobody's going to do it. You know, it's that sort of circle. So the next thing I want to talk about is my schedule. I'll put it up there. Yes, I pointed the right way first time. But bam! I'm overly excited about the fact I just got it right. So there is changes to the schedule, including Football Manager. And so the way it's going to work is currently it's Journeyman 5 days a week, Monday to Friday. Altrincham, Monday to Friday, 5 days a week. Darkest Dungeon on Saturday. The Ramble on Sunday. And that's kind of it. And the problem with that is I like doing other stuff as well. I like, I want to do some more experiments. But when you're playing two saves, like the Journeyman and Altrincham, that require you to, because they're big, long saves, you have to have a bunch of games in between each episode. So let's say the Journeyman takes me, in total, an hour to record, right? But then I have to play 2 hours of Football Manager to get to the next one. So that's 3 hour chunk there. Exactly the same with the Altrincham. That's 6 hours a day just to get to the next stage ready to record. Plus editing, rendering takes an hour, handbraking takes half an hour, uploading and SEO and all that sort of stuff takes half an hour, and everything like that. It became this thing where I don't have any time for anything. But I love both the saves. It's not like I wasn't enjoying something, so I thought, it's not like I could just go, I'll just cancel the Altrincham save, not enjoying it. I'm loving the Altrincham save because it's kind of turned into this sort of youth challenge and get a challenge of going pro, basically, and saving money, and it's really, really fun. So I did talk to Curly about it, and I thought, what about if I made the Altrincham save a stream save instead? So that'll be done on my twitch.tv. And then I thought, well, then there's some of you guys that don't follow me on Twitch or don't want to check out Twitch, or it doesn't work for them, or whatever it is, and that would be unfair to those guys. And the Journeyman is my mainstay, so that's obviously got to stay. So it was kind of tricky. So what we've decided to do, and also I wanted to give you guys a bit of Football Manager every day, because as it currently stands, it's Monday to Friday, and then you've got the weekend with no Football Manager. So the new schedule is going to be, the Journeyman's going to be 5 days a week still, same as before, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday and Saturday. Okay, so it's changed from Thursday to Saturday. The Altrincham save is going to be cut down to 3 days a week. I think that's a nice sort of, I didn't want to make less Altrincham. I'm loving it, but I think 3 days a week is still plenty. I think that it's still going to be ongoing and everything like that. But what that allows me to do, that saves me 6 hours, basically. 6+ hours, probably 8 hours in total of all the other stuff that you do with it. So that then gives me a bit more time. So I want to try and get 2 videos done a day. So the Darkest Dungeon's still going to be on Saturday, along with now the Journeyman. The Ramble and Altrincham are going to be on Sunday. But introduced on Monday and Thursday is going to be an FM experiment. It won't be guaranteed to be Monday. There'll be speak English. There'll be the days that it's coming out, but there won't always be one if I'm like preparing for the next experiment or doing database changes. But my current plan is Monday and Thursday will be FM experiment videos. We've got, and this is from tomorrow onwards. So this Sunday, I'm doing this Sunday. Monday night there will be an experiment video, but no Altrincham. I don't know why I'm explaining all this. There's a big fucking picture up here that shows it quite clearly. But that also gives me a couple of days a week for the possibility of random videos, Wednesday night and Friday night, to do random stuff. So whether that's a game review, a first impressions, or another series similar to Darkest Dungeon or Motorsport Manager, that sort of thing, a new game that catches my fancy, because at the moment I just don't have time for anything. And that means, overall, that we'll get 2 days every single day of the week, which is pretty similar to what it is now, apart from there's a couple of extra videos at the weekend. That also means there's Football Manager every single day. And then, obviously, with the streaming, my plan is to stream at least twice a week, which I have been doing now for a sort of month and a half. And if you don't follow me on Twitch, it's fucking brilliant. We have such a laugh. It's amazing. The link is in the description. And probably, at least twice a week doing Football Manager, regular time, sort of 8 p.m.-ish, 9 p.m.-ish GMT. Keep an eye on my Twitter, @LokiDokiGG, for exact times. I don't have a nailed-on schedule. That's when I've got time, sort of thing. And then usually once a week we'll do like a random stream where we play a bit of League of Legends or play poker or play another random game that I fancy. Maybe a bit of XCOM could come back, that sort of thing. So that's the sort of plan going forward. Let me know what you think of it in the comments. It's sad for me because the Altrincham save's been cut down, but what that gives us, two less Altrincham a week gives us, basically 4 new videos. So I think the payoff is definitely worth it and stuff like that. And finally, speaking of Twitch, which, kind of segues because we were just a minute ago, the other night was mental. Mental is the word. I streamed for a couple of hours, and it was just a regular stream, and it was going lovely. We're having a lovely time with Bristol City, and, you know, people are amazingly generous. We'd had a couple of small donations, and we'd had a couple of new subscribers and all that good sort of stuff, and that's really, really cool, and thank you for supporting me. And then somebody dropped a £200 donation, which is by far my biggest, I think, single donation. I'm not sure. I think my previous best was like £50, and that blew me away. It's very few times in my life where I'm just kind of speechless, and that was one of them. I was like, what the fuck? And everybody was going nuts, and then there was a few other donations, and then somebody else donated £200, and I may have cried a little bit. Okay, I wasn't trying to. I didn't do the full waterworks. I was being a brave boy. I was trying to be a brave boy, but I got a bit snotty, and it was not pretty. And loads of other people donated as well, and we finished the evening in 2 hours on £650 in donations, which is nuts. So a big special shout out goes to Dino and Mr. Hardy Cooper for the big donations, because they also donated other amounts as well, and the likes of Blaze and a bunch of other people that donated. It was fucking nuts. It will probably never happen again, but it was bonkers. Like, unfortunately Curly's gone to bed, but you can hear her in one of the clips that I retweeted on my Twitter about it. She's going, "What's going on?" You can hear her shouting in the background. It's quite funny. It was amazing. So this is, I hope you understand, I'm not trying to brag. It's probably a humble brag, bit of humble braggage. But I just want to say thank you. This is to tell this thank you and a funny story, and it was nuts, and it'll be put to good use. You know, we've got what guy. Right, go back. What is this? You guys not know what's going on with saving and everything to move house, to be close to my mum and all that good sort of stuff, and that's going to go towards that. I'm not spending any money. I'm spending the minimum amount to save money, so don't think it's going to be wasted on drugs or hookers, unfortunately. But there we go, my friends. That is it for the Ramble this week. If you've got any topics you want to talk about, it doesn't have to be anything. It could be anything, anything in the world. It could be politics, it could be gaming, it could be Football Manager, it could be sport, the Olympics, anything you like. And if it interests me, I'll probably talk about it next week. And also let me know what you think of the schedule going forward. There's a link to it in the description as well if you want to go and check it out again, or if I've made it too small over there and stuff like that. But go check it out. Let me know what you think. I appreciate all your feedback and everything like that. Going to be doing some giveaways soon as well, so keep an eye on the YouTube channel for that, and the Twitch, because we would make sure you're following on Twitch, because I'm going to be doing some giveaways there. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I love you all. If this is your first video, then welcome to the Loki Ultras. Please subscribe and go and check out the other stuff. It's quite good sometimes. Right, there we go. Ooh, self-promotion. I love you all very much. I'll speak to you soon. Bye-bye.